5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okie dokie, and my stream has stopped buffering as well. It seems to have settled into a steady pattern, so thank God for that. And obviously Loki, there's only a single spawn point, and again that's one of the things that makes this map a little bit more difficult to execute the kind of rush strategies that we're seeing so often in Terran vs Protoss on Nemesis, because scouting is pretty straightforward, and if Stork is clever, he will do what other Protoss players have realized they need to be doing, and that is scout very, very early. That is the hallmark of the play of other great Protoss players such as Bisu. He scouts damn early, and the result of that is he's almost never taken by surprise. And again, I think versus Wayson, if he had scouted a little bit later, then he probably would have been caught off guard, because that barracks would have been finished and he would not have had the time. And Stork sending out that probe, so it does look like he's going to be scouting quite early after he builds that first pylon, and that's exactly what he needs to do. But the fact that he hasn't started up his first pylon yet is interesting, because he's sending out that probe, and Stork just at the 8 o'clock position, and Firebat Hero at the 2 o'clock position. And Firebat Hero is sending his SC, so it looks like Firebat Hero is going to go for some kind of a possibly cheese strategy here, but Stork is scouting around with that, and Firebat Hero is building his barracks outside of his base, so that's very interesting. I'm not sure why Firebat Hero is doing that. I think he's doing that in order to deny Stork the scout, but I'm not sure if Stork's probe saw that barracks as he went past. It looked like the two field of vision circles didn't really merge, and Firebat Hero might just be trying to deceive Stork a little bit into thinking that he's going for a fast expand possibly, or for a slower strategy with that. But I think the positioning of that barracks isn't too great. It's just a little bit outside, and Stork already has his pylon up, so he did start that pylon up when he sent that probe out, and he's got his gateway building. So I think the positioning of that barracks isn't that great, because Stork could easily discover it. I think Firebat Hero is relying on that barracks not to be discovered, and we could easily see Firebat Hero put up a second barracks, and Stork might be caught a little bit unawares, thinking that Firebat Hero is only going for the single barracks, and Stork actually scouting around with the second probe. So Stork is very well aware that on a map like this, where the stats are so imbalanced, a Terran player might be inclined, might be motivated to try a rush strategy, especially since he's scouting around in Firebat Hero's main, and Firebat Hero is still not started up that barracks. So that's got to be something that's going to be troubling Stork. And Stork, it looks like Stork is going for 2 gateways, so Stork is going for 2 gateways, and it'd be interesting to see if he actually decides to go for a 2-gate mass zealot. Maybe he's going for 2 gateways because he feels that Firebat Hero doesn't have anything in his main, and it doesn't have anything to defend himself with, and Firebat Hero's strategy of building that barracks outside and trying to deceive Stork might backfire, because I think the reason why he tried to deceive Stork as regards to the true nature of his tech, and Stork just blocking Firebat Hero on that ramp with that probe, again it's very difficult, and Firebat Hero actually has managed to get through that ramp, so a little bit careless by Stork there. He allows Firebat Hero to get up, and Firebat Hero is going to know this is coming, and Firebat Hero needs to put a bunker down or something. Finally Stork sees that barracks. I think when Firebat Hero put up that first barracks on the side, I think his intention was to make Stork fast expand and then catch him off guard. But obviously that's not worked out for him, and now we've got Zealots streaming in towards his base, and Firebat Hero needs to set up a bunker here, or he's going to be in massive trouble, because the Stork is going to be pumping units from those 2 gateways. I didn't see him put up a cybernetic score, so it looks like he is going for mass Zealots, and Firebat Hero is going to find himself in a huge amount of trouble here. This game might end sooner than expected. Beam is buffering. For a second there, my stream seems to have frozen. Okay, so it's back up now, and unfortunately there's no time or clock in the top for me to see. I'm just seeing Stork's Zealot inside Firebat Hero's base, and Firebat Hero just microing, and I just see 2 Zealots cutting down the ramp from Stork, and Firebat Hero is just trying to move those Marines back. He's trying to use his SCVs to corner that Zealot, so excellent micro by Firebat Hero. He's now putting up that refinery. He's going to try and build a factory soon, but Stork is pumping from 2 gateways, and Firebat Hero might find himself in trouble here. He might find it difficult to hold up. He's now putting up an academy as well, so this is completely ludicrous. I'm not sure what Firebat Hero is trying to achieve. 1 barracks academy versus a Zealot, 2-gate Zealot attack, and I'm not sure if Firebat Hero is going to be holding this off. He needs a bunker or something. He has got 5 Marines now, and he's going to just try and micro those Marines. The advantage that he has is that Stork's units have to bridge that gap and actually arrive there, and he's going to be forced to use his SCVs again, and this is slowing down his mineral mining, and Stork needs to just back off and gather maybe a couple of Zealots before he tries to do some more damage, because he's just been fighting first with a single Zealot, and now he's got 2 more Zealots, and he could possibly just plant himself outside that barracks, but that will give Firebat Hero the time to get that factory up, and Firebat Hero successfully pushing Stork down that ramp. So Firebat Hero has given himself a little bit of a tech lead. If he can get that factory up, if he can get those vultures down, Stork might find himself in a little bit of trouble. Completely unorthodox play by both players. Stork with the Zealot rush going as a counter, and Firebat Hero has got that medic up, and Firebat Hero has actually been able to micro that medic up that ramp, but he's actually in trying to get that, and Firebat Hero has conceded that ramp to Stork now, and Firebat Hero is in huge trouble. Stork with 4 Zealots already in his main, 2 more streaming in. Stork building that Nexus to give himself an economic lead. Firebat Hero I don't think is anywhere near producing that factory, because he did go for those that medic, and it does look like Stork is going to take this game. Firebat Hero does have a Firebat, and it'll be interesting that Firebat can be a hero for him, and he needs to get that Firebat Hero with that medic to try and take on those Zealots, but obviously Zealots are much stronger than Zerglings, and Firebats aren't nearly as powerful, and now Stork with 5 Zealots inside Firebat Hero's main. Firebat Hero has lost those Marines. When he tried to get that medic up that ramp, Stork took that opportunity and got those Zealots in between and in, and he killed a lot of the Marines off Firebat Hero. Firebat Hero in desperate trouble here. He's going to find it very difficult to come back in this matchup. His economy has been hurt. One of the Firebats gets taken down. He's got a second Firebat. He is pumping Firebats from that barracks, but he's going to find himself irrevocably behind in terms of economy, and his tech advantage is going to be nullified as well. He's finally managed to hold that defense, and he's got enough Firebats now to be able to hold that defense, but you've got to feel that Stork is at a massive advantage in this game now. Stork has got a lot more, and Firebat here just trying to micro those Firebats. Another one of the Firebats gets taken down. The last Firebat gets taken down as well, and Stork really struggling here. Luckily for Stork, luckily for Firebat Hero, sorry, there are no more reinforcements streaming in, and he should be able to take down that last Zealot. And I think he was okay as long as he was holding that ramp against those Zealots, but the moment he tried to sneak that medic in, he gave Stork the opportunity to come up that ramp, and Stork just barreled up that ramp, and Firebat Hero is in absolutely massive trouble now. And I'm just not sure what Firebat Hero is going to be able to do to come back in this game. Certainly, I think the perceived, I'm not sure if there is or is not a real imbalance, but the perceived imbalance of the map did tempt Firebat Hero into going for an orthodox strategy, and I just don't see what possibly the purpose of going one barracks academy was. The only thing I can think of was that Firebat Hero was hoping Stork would get deceived and fast expand, but Stork was bold, and he decided to take the opportunity to go for a rush of his own to counter what he anticipated was Firebat Hero's fast expand. And since Firebat Hero didn't fast expand, he didn't have an economic advantage, and he only had a small military and just not enough to cope with those streaming Zealots. He is now putting up that gateway. He is now putting he's now putting up that factory. But I'm just not sure if he's going to be able to compete now in terms of economy, because Firebat Hero is already putting that robotics facility, and I'm not sure where Stork is already putting up that robotics facility. Sorry, I keep jumbling up their names, and I'm not sure about the engineering. The Firebat Hero doing something completely insane. They're going for a kind of an almost all-out fast macro. He's putting up 2 factories, and at the same time he's putting up 3 barracks, and at the same time he's putting up this command center. So luckily for him, Stork has decided to invest his own resources in those cannons, and I think Firebat Hero realizes that he needs something to ward off that reaver drop from Stork. Stork now coming forward with another 4 Zealots. I'm not sure if Firebat Hero has anything, because he's gone for this kind of macro build where he's building a lot of buildings right now, but he doesn't have a lot of units on the ground, and he might find himself in a huge amount of trouble because he doesn't even have a single vulture. Even if he had a single vulture with a couple of spider mines, he might be able to slow those Zealots down, and Stork is already starting up his robotics support, but the engineering bay is nowhere. Okay, he does have a couple of Marines and a Firebat on that ramp, so Firebat, and he's got that expansion up and running now, but Stork has had his expansion running for a lot longer. Stork also with more gas, Firebat Hero with a single gas, Stork with 2, so I'm not sure, even though Firebat Hero has all these multiple buildings, what they're going to be able to do for him. I guess he feels he needs the American Marine groups to supplement his tanks. He certainly does not have siege mode up yet, and those units have actually moved down that ramp, and he's once again either brilliant timing by Stork or just extremely unlucky bad timing by Firebat Hero, and poor Micro as well. He's going to lose that tank. That tank goes down, and I think he's just trying to kind of pincer, maybe he was trying to do it on purpose, pincer Firebat Hero's units, but he's forced to bring out his SCVs to fight now, and this is going to hurt his economy even further. He's managed to strong one of those Zealots, but his SCVs are taking a lot of damage. They are being repaired by that one medic, but actually that medic is stuck down the ramp, and Firebat Hero now pumping Marines out, and in huge trouble here. His economy is just being hammered, but he has been able to take back that ramp, and that was just unlucky. He moved those units down the ramp, and Stork just moved in, and this is the second time that's happened to him. You've got to either say it's brilliant timing by Stork or just extremely unlucky for Firebat Hero. I'm not sure which. Definitely the first time it was Stork's skill. This time I think it was more of a lucky shoot. But Stork has got that shuttle out. He's building a photon cannon in his natural expand as well, in his hidden expansion, and Firebat Hero in massive trouble here. Stork is starting up another expansion as a natural expo, and Firebat Hero now getting those comp sets up. I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do versus a Reaver drop. I assume that shuttle is rolled up with a Reaver and a couple of Zealots. Firebat Hero though does have a few Marines, and that's going to help him combat the shuttle, but a couple of Reaver hits are going to hurt that, and he's actually Stork has got a massive force on the ground as well, and I just don't think that Firebat Hero has enough of a military to be able to withstand this.